The proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus told this parable to his disciples. The reign of God can be likened to 10 bridesmaids who took their torches and went out to welcome the groom. 5 of them were foolish, while the other 5 were sensible. The foolish ones, in taking their torches, brought no oil along, but the sensible ones took flasks of oil as well as their torches. The groom delayed his coming, so they all began to nod, then to fall asleep. At midnight, someone shouted, "The groom is here! Come out and greet him!" At the outcry, all the virgins woke up and got their torches ready. The foolish one said to the sensible, "Give us some of your oil. Our torches are going out." But the sensible ones replied, "No, there may not be enough for you and us. You had better go to the dealers and buy yourselves some." While they went off to buy it, the groom arrived, and the ones who were ready went into the wedding with him. Then the door was barred. Later, the other bridesmaids came back. "Master, Master," they cried, "open the door for us." But he answered, "I tell you, I do not know you." The moral is, keep your eyes open, for you know not the day or the hour. The Gospel of the Lord.
Our Gospel for this Sunday comes from the 25th chapter of St. Matthew. We know that the liturgical year is coming to an end. That's why the readings talk about the coming of the Lord and how we could meet the Lord. In the first reading from the book of Wisdom, we see wisdom actively searching for us. But there is a desire. Do we have hearts and eyes that long to see wisdom? For who will find wisdom? Those who seek wisdom. Who will be consoled by wisdom? Those who are longing to find wisdom in their lives. So here we have grace, wisdom already coming to us. But will we do something in order to possess and to welcome wisdom? The same with the second reading. In the first letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians, we have the hope for the second coming of the Lord. But it seemed to have been delayed. Now, St. Paul tells the Thessalonians, do not be concerned about how the dead will meet the Lord. Be concerned about yourselves. Will you, the living, meet Him when He comes in glory? Again, we cannot produce Jesus' second coming. The Lord will come at a time that He chooses. He will surely come to us. But how about us? Will we be focused on His coming? What are we doing to receive His grace? Now, Jesus in the Gospel gives us this parable. It is set in the context of a wedding. It was the custom at that time that when the bridegroom comes, usually at night, there are bridesmaids who welcome the bridegroom. And according to the parable of Jesus, you have 10 bridesmaids who were tasked to welcome the bridegroom. And we can surmise that that bridegroom is Jesus Christ, who will come. He is the wisdom that the first reading is talking about. He will come. And we are the bridesmaids. They symbolize humanity. Now, the coming of the groom is a grace. In other words, it will happen according to the time frame, according to the desire of the bridegroom. But He will surely come. And according to the gospel, the parable, the bridegroom delayed his coming. And what happened to the 10 bridesmaids? They were really good women. They were there. They patiently waited. All of them had torches. And all of them fell asleep. So on that score, they were equal. They were all eager to meet the bridegroom. So the eagerness that we were talking about in the first two readings, it was there. They are also present, no? They were physically present at the place where they knew the bridegroom would come. Again, a fulfillment of the first two readings. They also were quite weak, all of them. They all fell asleep. Now, who would not fall asleep in the middle of the night, waiting eagerly for the bridegroom, and then the bridegroom gets delayed? Who would not sleep? They were human. But when the bridegroom came, here arose the difference. They all had torches, but the 5 wise bridesmaids had oil. How about the other 5? They had oil but very little. And now they knew that the little oil that they had was consumed during the period of waiting. So they had to ask from the 5 who had extra oil. Here is the parable of the wise bridesmaids and the foolish bridesmaids. What spelled out the difference between the two? As we said, all of them were present. They were all eager to meet the bridegroom. They knew their mission to meet the bridegroom. But where did they differ? These two groups. They differed in being prepared. Preparedness. Readiness. So, the gospel is reminding us it is not enough that you believe that the Lord will come. It is not enough that you wait for His coming. It is not enough that you hope for His coming. One other thing is needed. You have to work on your preparedness. Preparedness, your readiness. Now, this is symbolized by the torch and the oil. There are many interpretations, but I want to share a beautiful interpretation of the torch and the oil. They said that the torch could symbolize our faith. Our faith. The faith that makes us believe in the bridegroom, Jesus Christ. The faith that enables us to long for His coming, to wait for Him, and to even sacrifice, no? Our sleep, we nod and nod, waiting for Him. Faith. But it seems faith is not enough. You need oil. The preparedness of oil. And what is this oil? When we look at the body of the New Testament, the oil could be the good works. The good works that are in harmony with our faith. The good works that emanate from our faith. The good works which are the fruit of our faith. The good works that nurture our faith. Remember St. James saying, faith without works is dead. A torch without oil, good works, is dead. It has no light. And even if you have faith without the burning oil of good works consistent with my faith, then my faith would die. St. James also dares us, said, okay, show me your faith, no, without good works, and I will show you the good works that nurture my faith. Dear brothers and sisters, many of us believe. That's why we are called the faithful. And thanks to God for the gift of faith. It came to us through grace. It came to us as a gift. Now we have a share. Our share is to translate that faith into an active reception. It's not enough that I say, I believe. I am prepared to meet the Lord only if My faith is nurtured by works consistent with the faith. For example, you have so many people who proclaim their faith in Jesus Christ, but they also cheat other people. They're not prepared to meet the Lord. There are some people who attend the novenas and the processions, but they do not share the little that they have with the poor. They're not prepared to meet the Lord. Some people claim, I am a cerrado católico, I am a strict Christian. No? But, wow, the way they maltreat people and unjustly accuse others, you are not prepared to meet the Lord. The Lord will come. Yes, you have faith, but do you have oil that makes that faith burn? A few days ago, after Mass in Imus, I was standing there outside the church greeting some people, and it occurred to me. I saw, during the early morning Mass, a lot of young people which edified me, but what edified me all the more was this group of very faithful elderly people. Some of them could barely walk. Some of them needed not only walkers, but living walkers. And then I saw one lady who was brought to church on a tricycle. And the tricycle waited for her, and after the Mass, the tricycle was still there to take her home. So I greeted them and I said, wow, congratulations for your fidelity. Then one of them, I think, spoke for the rest. She said, Bishop, we are on borrowed time. Our faith now must be seen in our action. This is time for us not just to waste our time before the TV, before all of this chit-chat. It is time to serve. It is time to give God the adoration that He deserves for as long as we have the energy to do what our faith demands. That person is ready. She does not possess torch only. There is oil because the action matches the faith. The word has been exposed. Let us now fulfill it.